this is my Avic. Let's see if I can get it so you can see it. Up there. It's beautiful. It molted 2 weeks ago. And the back end looks amazing. Let's see if I can open it up. I made this enclosure out of a, what do you call it? It's like a, I think it's for makeup brushes. Let's see if I can get close. Very bright, is it? That's better. So it's a friendly little fella. Likes walking around. I mean, I don't particularly handle it. If I wanted to handle any of the spiders, I think this would be the easiest one to do. It likes to go for a wander. The setup, as you can see, there's holes all over the place. Let me zoom out again later. Okay, so maybe you can see from down there. Bit of bark up against the side there. A water dish halfway at the side. A water dish at the bottom. That's its actual house. But I've changed where I've been housing them. That was when it was where it was living before. The warmth was all at the bottom, and it's been spending more time up where you'd sort of expect it to. So I'm sort of expecting it to perhaps turn into a little bit more arboreal than just down there in the web. But that's the setup. And I'm pretty sure that's actually too big for it. Well, I know it's too big for it. I don't rely on it hunting for its food. I always feed it pre-killed. I fed this one 2 days ago. Yeah, I tongue fed it. A sort of still twitching cricket. Just tongue fed it. But normally I'll just leave it, if it's in its webbing, I'll just leave it on the webbing and it always takes it. So I've not had any problems in that way. However, yeah, we'll move on to the next one. This same enclosure, I think it's got more holes in it. And this is my Carabiner versicolor. So, same thing, I made it. Now, I know this is too big. I'm not disputing that. And I'm making these videos, I'm no expert here. And I don't want anyone to think I am an expert. And I know this is too big for it. You see, it did start making a little web at the top there. But then it was in the same place that it was living as the Avic we've just seen. So you see it's water dish at the top there. There's a water dish in the bottom corner down there with a bit of moss in it. And I don't really spray it, but I do drop some water on its webbing. There's its little home. Lives in that webbing between those bits of sticks there. And it might have its feet poking out. Is it? Its feet poking out? No, not at the moment. But basically, I just stick some pre-killed at the entrance to that little web tunnel, and it eats. So I'm not relying on hunting for that one either. I don't know. I've just been watching Cotswold Crawlers, and he's just had a sackmate of this one from Spar Spiders. This one just molted, basically. 4th, the 11th, and it's the a while ago. It's molted, so it's a little bit ahead of his. I'd say this is getting on for about 1.5 centimetres, maybe getting on for 2-ish now. It's not as big as that Avic. So yeah, I'm pleased with it. It's growing, but I think, yeah, long term, if I wanted to just chuck things in and expected to find them, it probably wouldn't. But it's doing okay. And I'm not, loads of ventilation, 2 water bowls. I don't really, I used to try wetting the substrate, but it got too condensation and too humid and horrible in there. Keeping it dry apart from water bowls and a tiny drip on the webbing twice a week. So, well, once or twice a week. That seems to be okay at the moment. Okay, so this is my hamorii. Brachypelma hamorii is what it was sold as. And it probably is. It looks a lot like a boehmei. I don't know, maybe the next molt it'll be obvious what it is or not. It's always like this, it's very, very skittish. It's never kicked hairs, but it's very, very skittish. And it always is. Whatever happens, it'll be skittish. It does eat, but it doesn't often eat. How would you say? If I drop something in now, which I will do, chances are it won't go mad over it. It's just not that sort of spider. It does eat them though, I have to say. It's not on demand. Missed it. There we are. Oh, no, no. So I nearly had it. You saw it was there. It backed off. But it does eat them every time. Just not when I'm watching normally. Well, it occasionally does. Anyway, so it's all excitement for that one. Let's wait and see if that's going to turn into hamorii or boehmei. Because I've seen pictures of them this size, you know, compared to that bottle top. It's sitting on a bottle top. It's buried, where it's showing red knees and, you know, the rest of the legs black, like a hamorii. I saw a picture the other day, and I've seen them in the shop in Bug Hut where they've got them just slightly bigger than this and look exactly the same, and they're boehmeis, and just slightly bigger than this, and they don't look like this, and they're hamories. So we'll see. To be continued, that one is.